Okay, we're going to the Heron's Loft Apartments. We have a couple of quests there, so I'm still thinking of what additional weapons we should pick, and I'm not convinced about the SMG, although we haven't seen it in action, so I might change my mind, but there was a talk about the Mac Pulse. That might be more our thing. A flamethrower, I've sort of reconsidered it, because we're not really looking for a stealth weapon. We have melee weapons. We just need to pick one. We have uh, what is it? Non-lethal takedown weapon. We have a sniper rifle. We are not looking for another stealth weapon. We're looking for another weapon that can kill stuff. Flamer would be probably good at killing stuff. Here's the problem. It wasn't good at in Deus Ex 1. More importantly, can it take down robots? We might be able to just rely on our EMP grenades, but current weapons are totally useless against robots. So if we run out of those grenades, we're fudged. We're totally fudged. Maybe we have what it takes, maybe we don't. I don't know. So that's sort of my little problem with the combat weapon. Flamethrower might not be a bad choice, but on the other hand, it might be. Yes, it's one of those things you just have to test out. Hmm. Uh, Heron's Lot. Is there a reason why we're sneaking around? Well, we do want to go and murderize the Creedles, sure, but it's an apartment. Surely we can just walk around here. Yeah, I can't even fit multi-tools anymore. Shit. Yeah, I'm dumping the SMG. I'm not leaving behind multi-tools. One.
Whoa, hey, this is my apartment.
I guess I took a wrong turn somewhere.
Who sent you? It was that Pequod's jerk, wasn't it? He isn't satisfied that he already has the zoning lockdown for all of Upper Seattle and can keep me out. He has to play like a mafia don and send people to harass me. Well, I won't be intimidated, I won't!
I didn't come here looking for a fight.
If he wants to peddle his overpriced peculinos down here, let him. But I deserve a shot at those babyface executives uptown. What I need is a hacker. Someone to break into the civic manager's computer at the WTO terminal and approve my zoning petition. Business is good down here. I've got money and I want to expand.
Sounds like a risky operation, but I take it you can afford to hire a few thugs of your own.
Well, I'd make it worth a certain someone's while, that's for sure. Why do you ask? Know anything about government databases?
Maybe I'll check back with you later tonight.
Now we have a solid enough reason to go to the WTO enclave too. I don't really care all that much about the money. I don't really know if it's going to be that useful. We have something like 1200 at the moment, and we don't really have any uses for it except the pilot. On the other hand, if we find a sudden use for it, at that point it's too late to start collecting money. We need to have it.
Don't forget to come see me at the Order Church, Alex. That landing pad is run by a local smuggler, Sophia Sack. Looks like they've seized Siblak's Harrier, probably as payment for phony debts. It never hurts to have a pilot who owes you a favor. You could pay the debt, or, better, eliminate Sack and her henchmen for the good of the...
State your business.
Just going for a walk.
You scoping the place? Working for Sid Black, maybe?
I've seen him around.
He owes Miss Sack some money. We're keeping his jet until he pays up. Last thing we need is some stranger casing the landing pad.
Can I talk to Miss Sack?
What for?
Maybe I can settle things on Mr. Black's behalf.
You better not be feeding me a line.
You wouldn't fall for something like that.
I guess you're right. Through this door, take the hallway to the elevator at the other end. It's busted, so you'll have to climb the ladder in the shaft to the top floor. Miss Sack's office is up there. And remember, stay off the landing pad.
Got it.
Don't forget to come see me at the Order Church, Alex. That landing pad is run by a local smuggler, Sophia Sack. Looks like they've seized Siblak's Harrier, probably as payment for phony debts. It never hurts to have a pilot who owes you a favor. You could pay the debt, or, better, eliminate Sack and her henchmen for the good of the whole neighborhood.
So, how does WTO arrange a pilot for me, since Order is starting with Sid Black? Are they just going to release the pilot they have under their control? Well, we'll see when we talk to them. Okay, that's where we want to be. But there's a problem. We need to... We need to gain access to the shafts. Air ducts. Okay, cats here. That's not exactly what I need. Need to get higher. Ah, crap. Oh, the ladders.
Landing pad is off limits.
Yep, I know. So there. I doubt I can access their security computer either.
Go on about your business.
I'm too high.
Hey, I was talking to you.
Too high at this point. Sophia Sack. So we don't want to come here unless we're ready to deal with Sophia. If we go in here, we'll have to fight the Greasels and their trainers. Is there an alternative way to enter there? I saw the air duct, so there has to be an air duct somewhere. But where is the access? No, not here. Crap. Maybe lower then. Ah.
Disturbance out of range.
Don't think that you can hide from me. Find the nut.
What the fudge? Okay.
I'm going to settle this right now.
The game doesn't really allow me to move.
Show your face, Speed.
I'm basically trying to move, and the game just move, nothing else. Oh, now I got up. Jesus Christ, just stop. See if we can bet on the Greasels now. We have a lot of reasons to go to the Upper Seattle again, visit the metro. If we're gonna do that, we might as well visit the Order before doing that.
No act well.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Match 8. Bad news. The champ's been cooked in her own crib. Godzilla is no more. But house rules will provide. Reigning trainer gets a free substitution 4-to-1 odds stand. Buy-in is the house minimum.
How'd Godzilla get killed?
One of the trainers, probably. Greedy scabs. They're the real animals in my book. So what's your bet? Snake Eyes challenging the Claw 4-to-1 against Snake Eyes.
4-1 against Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes all the way.
Right on. Going for the jackpot. How much?
There you go.
You're in the game, D. Now get in there and shake your pom-poms for Snake Eyes. He'll be coming out the North Chute.
Head down, Claw. Head down.
Rip him shreds.
Come
That's more like it.
Good start for our guy.
Guess you're looking to get paid.
How much did I win?
Let's see. Times 4 minus 10%. Here you go.
Thanks.
Tomorrow night, same time, same place. There's always new meat in the pit.
So 1500.
Looks like Tina had to use the claw instead of Godzilla. Guess I owe you.
Too bad for the claw.
Won't be keeping me up at night. Here's your money.
So we made a good deal winning there. 2600. We have a lot of little things left to do, but they are little things, so we can probably wrap them up
Hey, you're in the way.
quite fast. The bigger jobs will likely be to get transportation out of this place.
You're ready to leave, just head out. The sensors will automatically react.
It's time to visit the order. I will leave the transportation problem for the last. We probably won't be doing both of them. We'll do 6. Yeah. We'll still talk to the WTO guy. We'll at least get some money out of him. Where's Billy?
WTO Chairman Dumier is irredeemable. He has led too many down the path of greed and disorder.
In time, we will open their eyes.
We are so fortunate that Her Holiness found us before Dumier could invade our spirits with such ruthless and selfish competition.
Each of them knows in his or her heart that something is still missing. True order, and soon they will begin to seek it, and we will be there to help.
Those
You owe
grenades.
this search for true order, not only to yourself, but also to your fellow humans. There is a 5B Al-Kafaya of collective duty. You are bound to search and bring the search to others, so that all may reach deeper understandings and peace.
That's a bad French accent. Boltcaster. Phosphorus flares. I have no interest in those.
Alex D. at Tarsus Academy, you are alive.
You always speak the truth, Your Holiness.
Have faith. The Order Church condemns the illegal biomodification experiments performed on you and the other trainees.
Biomods are part of the training. We knew what they do to our tissues.
Your biomod architecture is no piezochem clone. The trainee's DNA has been completely rewritten. We are certain the one called Leo would have been ineligible for biomodification without extensive gene replacement.
Sounds like typical R&D, an innovation that would expand the biomod market.
The technology's uses exceed what you might expect. It could standardize the human organism, make all ability and talent into software modules, radically disrupt the social order.
You think there's a political agenda behind my biomods?
Yes, we have rescued you so that you can help us identify and defeat your creators. Please listen to my High Augur, Lin Mei Chen. She will contact you at the holocom in the other room. Unlocking your cyber can also help you achieve greater order. As the Muslims before you who revere this attribute,
Yeah,
you
no
must be
one
steadfast, and
is
you
willing
must
to
be
meet
patient.
us
Sometimes the search
flesh
can be
to
difficult.
flesh.
Obstacles within yourself and people who do not understand may stand in your way. Self-discipline and faith will keep you on the path. My seekers, you must activate your Kundalini, or your spiritual energy. You should purify your spirit in your...
I'm here. You said you had more to say about the raid on Tarsus. What went wrong?
We're still investigating. I haven't heard from Captain Lamar since he disobeyed my orders.
Why should I join a group which is at war with itself?
Unifying the world's religions is a difficult enterprise. What we must do, and I ask your help in this, is determine what happened to Captain Lamar so that we can assess the operation. Just as you arrived, I got a report that he had abandoned his unit. Incidentally, my agents have been following your activities in Upper Seattle. We will talk about Mako Ballistics when you return.
One of your own captains? AWOL?
He was seen with a gang of local thugs linked to the Knights Templar. He did a little moonlighting after the Tarsus raid by coordinating a prison break.
Busy man.
He's pinned down in the Inclinator right now, negotiating with the authorities for safe passage out of Seattle. I want you to infiltrate the facility and learn what you can about this betrayal. Then perhaps we'll be closer to understanding his actions at Tarsus Academy.
What's the connection to the Knights Templar?
Unclear. One of their commanders was facing trial, and I guess Templar extremism appealed to some of our seekers. The church seems to be losing ground in disadvantaged neighborhoods, where the poor are quick to join any cause that makes them feel powerful.
Noisemaker grenade. Oh yeah, I don't care about those. No Billy here, so I guess she's off
You
to
owe this search
a
for true
mission.
order, not only to yourself, but also to your fellow humans. There is a far-free Alka fire of collective duty. You are bound to search and break the search to others, so that all may reach deeper understanding.
Firebots, lovely. Basement turret control. Can't see anything. Weapon mods. Power box.
Automated security in place.
Set up. How do you differentiate between mine left for me and one that I can just pick up? Increased damage. Wanted to do want increased. I'll hold on to the increased damage thing. It might be good for the sniper rifle. On the other hand, we need to test it on a headshot on a decent opponent. opponent. If it's not enough to kill, then we probably want increased damage or a rate of fire or something. Increased damage would be good for the sort of a direct combat weapon we're looking for. We want damage, we want rate of fire, anything that can bring our DPS up, that's what we want.
Unlocking your sabr can also help you achieve greater order. As the Muslims before you who revere this attribute, you must be steadfast and you must be patient. Sometimes the search will be difficult. Obstacles within yourself and people.
So, to the inclinator. Still need to find a target where to test the melee weapons. Ooh, it's a hostile enemy. Hostile enemy. Yeah, there's an enemy that's...
Business.
I'm terrible shot, I know. Luckily they're slow as hell, so... Yeah, 50% accuracy with a sniper rifle, that's terrible. More importantly, it took so much time, that's unacceptable. Body tossing. That should be an Olympic event. Okay, if we find a... Well, we probably won't find a lone enemy here anymore, but it would have been a good enough test for us. Yeah, I sort of missed that. Missed a golden opportunity. Yeah, these things happen.
There he is. Captain Lamar and the Templar fugitive appear to be having some sort of conference in the office overlooking the platform. Find out what this is all about.
Okay, this should be a safe place for us, at least for the moment. Any single opponent would be a good enough for us test case. Two... not really. We don't want to go anywhere near those two guys. I guess we could go up there. Maybe go back there. We'll try to sneak past. guards. How many guards do they have here? Don't want to cause trouble until we've got the information we came here for. We can't go in there.
I'll be happy when this is all over.
Yeah, that won't work. I don't recall where the passages are going. Okay, I think this is probably our best bet. We need to kill them though. Do I care if we do? I think we need to kill. We don't need to kill, but killing these two would gain us the access we need. So. Should be a grate here somewhere. Oh yeah. So
Maybe I can set up some target practice. Onward orders soldiers.
is there any way to close that grate? It's too big of a problem at the moment.
Her Holiness can burn in hell. Human purity used to be her motto. Now she waters it down for enclave types who don't belong in the church to begin with. Let go of the church. You are a Templar paladin now. I'm grateful for your forbearance after I failed to kill the test subjects and Dr. Yusif.
What you discovered could be more important. We now know that we face a network of scientists called Apostle Corps. It's hard to believe that they have agents inside the weapons lab.
Probably sleepers. Your mag rail contract is secured. Still, I'm worried. We need to uproot this Apostle Corps before they compromise our modernization. I heard that the Grand Master will be ready to act within 2 months, but our army will need to be a match for all other armies combined.
If we need to do anything else. Okay, we need to search the office for evidence. One has a typical weapon, I think the other one has a heavy weapon. Do we have grenades? Yes, we do. Also go with gas. Why would we go with gas when we have explosive? Shotgun. Hit Captain. Templar Captain. Flamethrower. I'm inclined to dump the kits. Heavy damage, alternate fire mode blasts out mass of napalm that will stick to the target surface and burn. Increase damage. Number of shots. Okay, we need to test out some of these weapons. Intelligence brief. Colonel, your lordship. The new recruit Lamar, determined loyal. Magrail contract endangered. However, Apostle Corp scientist Dr. Nassif made contact with Biolab director at Mako. Mako ballistics must be secured. Our arrival will be delayed. My gratitude for the timely action to which is owed my liberation from jail. By Sidon, Templar Paladin Captain, Northwest USA, Harold Luck.
Good work. That gives us a good starting point for unraveling the conspiracy. Please return to the church for your next assignment. I would like to know what Mako Ballistics has to do with the Templars, and with your own Dr. Nassif.
We need to burn something. We need to test out these weapons against something. We need a well, flamethrower. It's exactly we don't want to test against a lone enemy because that's not what we're using. Thinking of taking it for to kill shit. So I'll save here. We might have to try a few things.
No way, man. I think they're getting you want a piece of me? Come on! Is that all you got?
Much ammunition.
I'm good!
Okay, I'm not convinced this is a great weapon. Of course, loading the queue here. I want to try the alternate fire mode, but I dislike the flamer, at least how it is in this game. Very, very weak.
I'm cooked!
Yeah, this type of reaction is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to kill stuff, not do this. And it's a fairly expensive as well. It was good. It's very yeah, not a fan. What are your weapons? You have that. You have what? Pistol. Important information because I'd like to test melee weapons too. But yeah, not liking the flamer, not at all. Yeah, we might as well go away now. We need certainly to test melee weapons, but in a situation like that, it's very likely that something will go wrong. A single opponent. The mag rail sounds at least promising. I have no idea what it'll do. In a way, it doesn't. It sounds like a sniper rifle type of weapon. A heavy hitting weapon with slow rate of fire.
Greetings.
Keep moving.
Fog.
New fare, 5 times the old one.
5 times? That's quite an increase.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't WTO policies discourage price fluctuations?
Don't WTO policies discourage price fluctuations?
Huh?
You know, the zoning rules, licensing procedures, the constant monitoring of markets. A 5-fold price hike is pretty unusual.
Well, I'm not too political.
You trying to make a quick buck or something?
No, man. Lay off that script. I'm just selling passes.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Uh-huh.
Something's very wrong here. Gold beams, we can't go through those. This might be a good testing opportunity. This tag is all alone here. So. That's 3 hits starting from the behind. I don't think this is really any worse than the other one. Or
Don't think I'm gonna last much longer.
yeah, it's much better than the knife. The thugs have just been gaining more hit points, so it seems like it's crap. You wanna smell bacon? Okay, gold beams, Italy. We can also dump the blade at this point. I'm keen on dumping the flamer too, but since we don't really have a replacement, so we might as well keep it. We need to take him out without making any kind of fuss, so sniper rifle to the back of the head.
Another piece of meat.
Yeah. Thugs, citizen dead. It wasn't too hard to guess that there's something wrong here. Energy cells. Thank you. I'm not keen on the shotgun. Spider bomb. Metro ticket station soft. Security camera off. Security beams off. I think I put them on. WTO air terminal. Let's go.
Ah, Alex D. Nice work in the Inclinator there. The WTO appreciates your work to keep the commerce routes open. And Chief Morgan has had a lot to say about you.
I haven't had the chance to talk to her yet.
Then be sure you talk to Chief Morgan as soon as you can. She's in Europe right now, but she'll address you from the holocom in her office. Go up the stairs, hang a right, and look for the management wing on your left.
They have me in the hangar on the lower level.
The WTO could really use an agent like you, and we could offer you a kind of mobility no one else can.
What do you mean?
As you know, after the collapse, it was the WTO that started putting the pieces together, creating safe, clean, profitable enclaves, and opening up and regulating trade between them. With this web of structures in place globally, we can offer an agent many opportunities in many locations.
The WTO does some admirable work, but couldn't it lead to the same kind of over-centralization that made the world so vulnerable to the collapse in the first place?
Far from it. We're encouraging relations between the enclaves, not complete mergers. We want to keep competition dynamic and individuality vibrant.
They're all good intentions.
You could be a part of it. Your fellow student from Tarsus, Clara Sparks, has already accepted a position here. Think about it. We're trying to create a new peace where everyone has access to goods that they need and has a mutual interest in keeping commerce flowing.
I cannot believe these delays today. WTO flights are usually on schedule, but not today.
What a day.
Hey, an ATM. But we're not in a position to hack it, really. Soda machine hacking. Is that worth it? Snack machine hacking. Yeah, I don't think we'll risk hacking the ATM here. Too many weaknesses. What? We needed to meet the captain and do the zoning permit from one of the coffee companies.
At least one trainee besides me reported to the authorities. Have you seen Leo?
Yeah, he's laying low like Dr. Nassif requested. Billy seems to be mixed up with the Order Church.
They can do what they want, I guess. I can't believe that Tarsus is a front. After all those years of training.
What's going on back there?
A suspicious helicopter was circling the city. Fortunately, both the pilot and the aircraft are now in WTO custody.
Order reconnaissance?
The pilot will be interrogated. I shouldn't tell you more than that.
So you're on the WTO payroll now, huh?
I'm just glad I didn't have a reaction to whatever the Tarsus people were shooting into our veins, and now I've got a security assignment. That's all I ever wanted from that place.
Well,
Something didn't add up quite right on last night's shipment.
Jonah Morgan, that's the captain. Civic manager is probably the zoning.
What about the situation in the Inclinator?
Under control. The maintenance crew got right on it.
Please accept the sincere apologies of Standard Security. Our people should have screened out the terrorists at the lower Seattle entrance.
I'm not blaming you personally.
I'm the one who has to face the music, especially given the Chicago situation.
I have to admit, there's been some talk here of replacing SSC security guards with WTO military. I expect there will be some fallout. Just wanted to let you know that we have the situation in hand.
It's probably very risky to hack the computer at this moment. By the way, from this place. Saving just to be sure. Accept Quake's zoning application.
What?
What?
Weapon upgrade. Silencer, worthless. Okay, you're logging info 101769. You're up and running. Username is Lorne. Password WTO Seattle. That's the default password. Please change.
That was odd.
I took a peek at the club's records.
Yeah? What's that scumbag up to? Give me something I can get a warrant with, and it means a citizen's bonus to you.
Here's the data I uncovered. Looks like the owner has some undeclared sources of income.
I knew it! That man's made a fool out of me for the last time. By tomorrow, he'll be eating rats out of a Queequeg's dumpster. Mark my word. Here's your reward. I have some subpoenas to write.
So, 500 credits. Very nice. We already got everything we wanted from him anyway, so we might as well sell him out.
Chief Morgan, you wanted to see me?
I want to hear what you know about the terrorist attack that led to your escape from Tarsus Academy.
The Order wanted to stop the experiment. That's about all I know.
We were watching that facility ourselves. Ever heard of an organization codenamed Apostle Core?
Sounds like a cult.
Apostle Core made your biomods. I'm not blaming you, but the technology diverges wildly from piezochem biomods, the only ones approved for sale.
You're investigating this Apostle Core for patent infringement?
Market disruption. The genius of the Apostle Core product is that it restructures any host DNA to tolerate biomodification, whereas the standard infusions work for only 1 in 20 patients. Apostle Core could go commercial and devastate biomod prices.
In other words, you want modified people to hold their value like real estate.
If you put it that way. We don't want another collapse. What you can do for us is follow up on your discovery at the Minister of Culture's penthouse. Check out the Mako lab north of town. We know they've been doing illegal weapons research, and that your former trainer, Dr. Nassif, has contacts there. You'll need to hire a pilot and leave at once.
You don't have any extra pilots?
The Chicago disaster is occupying every available craft. You shouldn't have any trouble finding a pilot at the Greasel Pit Bar in Lower Seattle. I don't care who flies you in, just get there. Mako is developing a new firearm called the Magrail. In addition to finding Nassif, the WTO needs an agent who can get us the Magrail schematic. I hope that will be you, Alex.
Guess I better check out the Greasel Pit.
The WTO is fighting an invisible war against several formidable enemies. Give us your loyalty, Alex. We need it.
Yeah, pilots and travel. In the post-collapse world, commercial air travel is virtually non-existent. Many people choose to contract mercenary pilots for air transportation. One pilot may charge more than another, but the landing location may make it worth it. However, if you change your mind, you can always switch to using a different pilot later.
That's one thing about the WTO. Justice is swift.
Yeah. Okay, we pilot report to Order Church, Pequods, Queequegs, yes. Okay.
Air terminal security policies.
I'm not gonna rescue the pilot from here since I'm going with old Mr. Black. It's a quite a nice mission. Very fitting for a sneaky guy. We mainly have to pick our rewards from quests we've already done here. We can get a couple of hundred from visiting the VODs. I think we have to sort of backstab the Omar to do that, but we have no use for the Omar anymore. They're not going to be hostile towards us, not since we were already on good terms with them, but we are not going to get any more discounts from them. But who cares? We need to tell the AI here what's in the VIP room.
How's it going?
Hi.
Hi, I'm NG Resonance. What would you like to talk about?
I checked out the VIP area. It's a contact point for the Omar, the black market.
I checked out the VIP area. It's a contact point for the Omar, the black market.
Thank you. The authorities will be informed.
Do I get a reward?
Of course. I'll transfer the standard informants bonus. Hey, and you should come see me sing. I'll put you down for a free ticket. Good for any NG Resonance show, foreign or domestic.
So easy 300. Now we need to visit the coffee shop here to get our reward. And then we really have no reason to stay here. Well, we do have one.
Seek a higher path. Seek order. Join us for worship at the Hartford Turbine Factory in Lower Seattle. All are welcome.
No, I don't want to scramble. Yeah, I'll drop the flamethrower. Should I? No, I think I'd rather get rid of the scramble grenade. Yeah, I want at least 2 inventory slots for the bioelectric cells. We also need to buff up our regeneration ability since it's our only real form of healing at this point. Yeah, the coffee shop. Another free money injection.
The coffee's destroyed.
Yeah? All of it?
They'll have to replace the entire inventory.
Good work, Tarsus man. Here's your compensation. I wonder what lucky corporations get to hire the Tarsus grads.
I'm afraid the school keeps its industry contracts classified, even from us.
I would expect as much, considering the hostile business climate. Anyone get hurt earlier tonight during the bombing, or whatever it was?
Some scientists. It was more like a raid.
Interesting. The Order doesn't usually get tangled up in corporate rivalries.
Well, thanks for the credits. I better be going.
Our character is fairly mercenary. Has almost no allegiance and only goes for the money. Problem being that money doesn't really do us all that much good at this point, so we, after a certain amount of time, we'll probably genuinely pick a side. But at the moment, I'm not sure who to trust. So I'm keeping all my options open. What do we need? What do we need? Okay, order quick. Yeah. So we need to go visit the order now. We can do the quick plate while we clear out the helipad there, or landing pad. I wonder what we'll get from this.
It's not too late. Just because you took one assignment for the WTO doesn't mean that the Order won't accept you. Talk to Lin May. The Order needs your help and has its own interests in the Mako facility.
My alliances are my own concern, but yes, I'm heading to Mako next.
Be careful whom you trust. Only the Order can help you retain your individuality and find spiritual balance. All others are suspect.
Is the WTO really that bad? The Enclaves are safe and prosperous. It seems like a solid foundation for the future.
The WTO, Tarsus, or any other corporate entity seeks only to exploit you. As far as Tarsus is concerned, we're experiments, not people. Just walking petri dishes. You know we're worth more than that.
I'll keep all of that in mind.
May Her Holiness watch over you.
You owe this search for true order, not only to yourself, but also to your fellow humans. There is a Fard B Al-Kafaya of collective duty. You are bound to search and bring the search to others.
I really dislike
our
Lily.
understandings at peace.
She seems to... She's like an extremely naive person. Like the mere fact that someone has personal gains from something makes it something evil and not worth sort of siding with. But if something like that is your criteria for making alliances, you're not going to stay with any faction. That's just how it is. Any faction that does not take into consideration practical things, it's not in a competition against other entities. It'll crumble and turn to dust. in moments. It'll never last. So there has to be some kind of a sort of a selfish, practical, pragmatic leadership or a outlook or a plan or something like that with the organization. Otherwise, it's doomed to failure.
Unlocking your server can also help you achieve greater order. As the Muslims
It's
before you
just so
overviewed
goddamn
this attribute, you
naive.
must be
It's making me
steadfast, and
sick.
you must be patient. Sometimes
So some of your people have been recruited by the Templars.
Yes, and one of our best captains, too. The Templars appear to be assembling an army of mercenaries, and maybe those stories about Parisian gold are true. They seem to have very deep pockets.
What's the connection to Mako?
Those scientists at Tarsus Academy are part of an obscure group called Apostle Corps. They have a cell at Mako, which would concern the Templars because Mako is their main supplier of weapons.
Maybe that's where Dr. Nassif is hiding out.
Exactly. Your underlying mission will be to locate her. If perfected, the biomod architecture she gave you, being adaptable to any host, could bring biomodification to everyone and unbalance the very concept of the human being. But we have an additional favor to ask.
Go on.
The Templars have commissioned a new grade of firearm from Mako, the Mag Rail. The Order very much opposes the creation of any new weapons. Your other objective will be to locate the scientist in charge and kill him.
Won't Mako just hand the project to another scientist?
An assassination will send a message and cost the firm money. We want you to hire a pilot in Lower Seattle and get moving as soon as possible.
You can't get me a ride?
The Order is spiritually rich, but that doesn't buy many private jets. Go to the Greasel Pit Bar. You shouldn't have any trouble finding a pilot there.
Yeah. So clearly obvious that the Order is just thinking of our best. There's no interest of their own outside that.
My seekers, you must activate your Kundalini.
If for the Corp we are technology experiments, for the Order we are basically a technological threat.
As it reaches your higher chakras, you will gain new insights, bringing your lives into deeper order.
I'm guessing for the normal
Unlocking
Order,
your server can also help you achieve greater order.
guided by her holiness, we're not quite that much of an existential threat.
Sometimes the search will be difficult. Obstacles within
Although we
yourself
should be.
you do not understand may stand in your way.
That's the stand of the Templars. They want to kill us. I don't quite get her holiness side of the Order. What's their agenda? Because it's not what they say. Otherwise, they would treat us as hostiles too. Or why aren't they? Yep, now the only thing left to do really is to go to the apartments and start causing trouble. Well, it might be a good idea to have the flamethrower here.
That's strange.
God damn it.
Hello? There's a guard on duty here, you know.
Yeah, he's hostile towards us. Oh, there's a turret there. You can see us. It must have been we killed the Greasel directly instead of killing the fox guarding it. so it went to an alarm. You have to assume that at this point, yeah, everything will be hostile to us. This might be a good place to go into.
I hear you.
Has a security computer, so we might be able to take control of that turret. Yeah. I'll leave that for another time. So, for the next time, we'll get ourselves a pilot and go after the Mac Ray weapon.